Nobody talks about the biggest problem we as gamers have. While we're peacefully playing a bunch of games, we're also missing out on some of the best. Don't worry though, because today I'm going to show you 10 amazing upcoming indie games you've probably never heard of. What upcoming games are you looking forward to? Let me know. Alright, let's go. One of my most anticipated indie games right now is Second Stone: The Legend of the Hidden World. This is an interesting mix of action, adventure and jump and run with a major dose of RPG elements. So basically you get swords, spells, skill trees and an epic lighthearted story with platforming that's reminiscent of your favorite jump and runs on the PlayStation 2. Best of both worlds, right? Combat heavily relies on elemental abilities, fast movement and quick reflexes, and just looks really intense and fun. In the sense of a true RPG, there's a lot you can customize about your build too. The skill tree makes progression interesting, and you can also forge weapons with different stats and perks. The world is large, interconnected and colorful, and gives you plenty of reason to explore every inch of it. Second Stone looks exactly like the game I always wanted as a teenager, and I can't wait for its release. Support the devs by adding it to your wishlist. Lo and behold answers the question, what if the amazing Cat Quest was roguelike? In this similar charming art style, it's your task to rescue characters, find lost relics, and bring back treasure and resources to build a new home. And building a new home means rebuilding a village while befriending quirky animal folk. That's your meta progression, which unlocks more upgrades and makes your next run easier. Before each run, you choose your favorite weapon and wield intuitive elemental powers to fight and cleanse corrupted beasts in quick, repeatable adventures. And honestly, the rest is just a roguelike loop we all know. So while this may look like just another roguelike, I love that for a change, we get one that is quirky, colorful and lighthearted. If you feel the same, you should definitely keep an eye on this one. Alarial's Blessing is a turn-based RPG with a unique combat system. The battlefield is divided in grids, so movement and positioning are key elements to victory, as the size and shape of your battle arenas change. Your skill do damage in different shapes, so picking the right one is crucial, and overall combat is really strategic. Your attacks also get stronger if you subscribe to my channel. That's actually a key feature, I swear. Besides the new combat system, exploration and progression work a bit differently than most RPGs these days. There's no direct quest tracking. Instead, the group will record relevant notes and details, so you have to analyze the information to make progress. By chatting with people, you also hear rumors that may lead to treasure or secret places. That all sounds amazing already, but the cherry on top is the gorgeous hand-drawn art style, and I can't wait to discover every area, enemy and character. I have a feeling this game is going to be special, so I recommend putting it on your wishlist. Every now and then I really want to play a first-person shooter, and with Dioxide, there's one I'm really looking forward to. This post-apocalyptic sci-fi shooter actually comes with Souls-like elements. The developers describe the combat system as focusing not on mindless shooting, but on strategically smart decisions and precision. Interestingly, you build a sanctuary in which civilians you saved live. They grant you all kinds of advantages, but keeping the sanctuary going isn't exactly easy. In the end, it's up to you whether you try to protect everyone or exploit them. Besides that, we honestly don't know very much about the game, as it got announced just recently. But sometimes, very rarely, all I need is a trailer to get excited. And with the little information we have so far and the amazing art style, I absolutely can't wait to get my hands on this. What do you get if Paper Mario would be a turn-based Metroidvania? That's probably a question no one ever asked before, but it has been answered with Stories of Somnia. In this charming adventure that focuses on exploration, every environment is packed with secret locations, characters, and loot waiting to be discovered. On your journey, you collect powerful Dreamkin. They're companions you have at your side in combat. And while this is supposed to be a Metroidvania, it actually has turn-based combat, which is pretty rare. The abilities you learn are essential for both combat and exploration, which is really cool. Combat itself relies on timed attacks and parries, which may not be unique anymore, but if done right, it's super fun, as it always makes combat feel more active. If unique genre combos with charming art styles are your thing, you should definitely keep an eye on Stories of Somnia. I love how we get more mecha games in the last couple of years, and Ironwing Valiant, Record of Astera, is definitely one of the most promising upcoming ones. Just as you would expect, you get fast-paced mecha combat with a diverse arsenal of weapons that includes cannons, missile launchers, swords, axes, shields, and much more. There are even 2 distinct archetypes that will define your role on the battlefield. Also, as you would expect, you get to customize your mecha to your heart's content. You can swap out heads, core, arms, and more, change the stats of your mecha, and create a machine that perfectly fits your playstyle. All that sounds pretty straightforward, and that's exactly what I want. On top of that, the art style and UI give me heavy Valkyria Chronicles vibes, and that makes it even better. I absolutely can't wait for the release. Kidbash Super Legend looks as if your favorite platformers from the late 80s and early 90s would be made with modern technology. In reality though, this is a roguelike action platformer that is supposed to play a lot like Mega Man game. Defeating enemies lets you combine 2 weapons into a more powerful one, giving you plenty of ways to play this game and enjoy a great variety when it comes to combat. The meta progression comes in the form of rebuilding a village and helping its villagers. There's even a way to befriend enemies and already fought bosses, if you want that, but I'm not sure yet what actually happens when you do so. Kidbash looks fun, chaotic, charming, and just like a really unique game, and I'm ready to get my hands on it. Sometimes waiting just isn't an option. That's probably what the dev of Luminous Nights said, while he is waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4. This action RPG is heavily inspired by Kingdom Hearts, and from the looks of it, they absolutely nailed it to capture the vibe and making combat feel similar. You use ice, wind, and lightning magic, throw your enemies into the air, defend yourself with shield and healing magic, and of course, hack and slash your way through combat. For customization, you get to choose your equipment, learn and change your abilities, and level up. Pretty classic. Platforming sections play an important part as well, as they keep exploration fun and varied. Obviously, there are no Disney characters here, but the Oriental setting feels really fresh and unique. I actually never played a Kingdom Hearts game, but just by looking at the trailer, I feel like this would be perfect for every KH fan. So, really keep an eye on this. Feather's Edge is a Metroidvania about fast movement and perfect precision. In this, you hardly move like you normally would. Instead, you cling to the wall, aim, and then dash in that direction. That way you defeat multiple enemies at once, but also do most of the exploration. So what you need to master Feather's Edge are good reflexes, a steady and precise hand, and quick thinking, because of course enemies react, and you need to adapt fast. Exploring the beautifully hand-drawn environments will probably feel a lot like solving multiple puzzles, as the physics heavily influence the movement, and that gets me really excited. I love that this genre still gets unique ideas that shake up the formula quite a bit. Feather's Edge is one of the most unique upcoming Metroidvanias, and I'm so ready to play this. I know I had a lot of creature collecting games in my videos about upcoming games lately, but what can I do? They all look so cool. Elestrals Awakened comes with its own take on the beloved HD 2D art style and some unique twists to the formula. At first you choose 1 out of 8 starters with either the earth, fire, water, thunder, wind, frost, solar or lunar element. In combat, you can make use of empowerments, which are bursts of magic that enhance the Elestral strength and may even change things like the weather or time of day. Within the Nexus, you can even change the elemental spirit of an Elestral, which changes its form and unlocks new elemental abilities. There sure is way more to discover, and this game's system seemed far deeper than most of the games in this genre are. But for now, I'm eagerly waiting for its release because man, this looks like it will be a lot of fun. How many of these games did you put on your wishlist? Let me know in the comments and hit subscribe if you don't want to miss any upcoming indie games, JRPGs, and all the other great games. If these 10 games are not enough for you, make sure to check out this video right here, as I have far more upcoming games to show you, and you wouldn't want to miss this, right? Alright, thanks for watching, have a great day, and until next time, bye.